Hi guys, it's Hellcrusher56X, and today we are comparing the Iceborn to my favourite car, which is the M-12. And we've got a couple of tests, but the first test is a city test, which I'm going to start with the M-12 right now. 3, 2, 1, go. And the M-12 is quite good at city, since it's got good handling. And then you do a little weave here. I normally end up doing a 3-point turn. Oh yeah, that's right. That's probably going to be a little bit of a time penalty for that one. Oh shoot, I kind of messed up this one. I'm probably going to go again. Forget that happened, this is take 2. 3, 2, 1, go.
This Camaro so good. What the hell?
We turn around here. Little point turn. We turn this way and this way.
How do you just do that?
And we turn like that and like this. And we go in between here. And we're out. Perfect. Okay, now for the Iceborn texture. Okay, and now this is the new Iceborn. 3, 2, 1, go. And it's got slightly worse turning, but I mean, it's doing fine for what it is. And here comes the difficult bit. Did it really well. This is actually not doing too bad, to be honest. It's not as good as the M12's turning, but you can get the hang of it if you're good enough. And there's the time. I just want to say that that might have been a little bit varied, because on the first one I was still getting the hang of driving with the M12, and on the second one I was doing really well with the Iceborn, but then I bumped at the end. So those are subject to change if you get good and you're not like me and you're rubbish. I would still say the M12 slightly beats it, but the thing is the Iceborn is probably almost just as good, so it doesn't really matter on the little nitty-bitty details. Another thing is that the M12 is a lot more stable to steer. It's like driving a desert crawler, really. It's a lot of grip. And then the Iceborn, it's a little more slippery, but you do have like the potential to do as well, basically. Okay, so for the second one, we're gonna do a speed test. And if you want to know the acceleration, just like compare the times of where they get to like a certain point, I suppose. Or like the amount of miles per hour when they reach a certain point. Anyway, time for the Iceborn. 3, 2, 1, go. And this is quite a fast car. It doesn't accelerate quite as fast as the M12, but it does reach a higher top speed. I think that's what it's meant to do, like reach a high top speed. It might be a little bit difficult to get through this bit. No, we did it fine. And look at this little effect. I think it's a little bit annoying, but to those who like it, I guess have fun with it, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of a bonus for you. And we are gonna hit like 300 miles per hour with this. It's a very good car. And just above 300. And yeah, I think the highest we hit there was 300, but it took quite a while to get there. I say good job to the Iceborn for that one. That's quite good for 670k. Like if you compare that to a Eclair, it's about equal, and it's doing slightly better in other things than the Eclair. So I definitely buy this over the Eclair. Now time to test the M12. Now here is the M12 speed test on the actual map. 3, 2, 1, go. And you do see that the acceleration is quite good. This originally was sold for 599k, so it's even a better deal than the the Iceborn is now. It was very good at the time, and it's very good now. And the only issue is its top speed is about like 260 or something, so it's not going to reach as high of a speed, but you do see it hitting its top speed very quickly here. So at least that's something to note compared to the Iceborn, which can probably reach like 330 if you have a big enough track, but it's really difficult to reach that because you're doing like a full speed test and it only reaches 300. Anyway, I think the highest we hit there was about 260. Pretty good. So The Iceborn can reach a better top speed, but the M12 has way better acceleration. So now we're going to do the drag strip between the two.
Well, let me...
If you want. Just to see the... Just like so you can have a direct comparison. Here we go, and go. Okay, so at first you can see that the M12 has a lead because it's got a really good acceleration, but the Iceborn starts to catch up quite soon, and if you see, there's still quite a lot of the track to go, so he's definitely going to overtake me, and he's about to overtake me now. Oh! It was about a draw, but I mean, he did forget to go for a second, so I'm going to say the Iceborn probably beats the M12 on the drag strip by a bit, but the M12 at first has a really big lead. So just note whether you actually want acceleration, because acceleration is very good for the cop team because you can easily catch other people's cars before they get too fast.
Also really good for the Grim team so you can run away fast.
Well, I suppose, but top speed is more important for the cop team because as long as you keep track of where your enemy is, then no matter what the acceleration is, you can eventually catch up. But just note that acceleration is really handy and it's not just top speed. But like Iceborn is definitely mastering top speed compared to this M12, which can only go 250 miles per hour. And then just some other things of note, which is like the smaller things, if you know what I mean. The Iceborn, I don't think it looks that good, but that's just my opinion. Like, I feel like some people will say that it looks amazing, but in my opinion, it looks a little bit like, I don't know, if they crossed a Matador with, like... Well, no, but, I don't know, it's just a bit odd, basically. I mean, it does look nice, and it's got good quality. And then if you look inside, I suppose, then we can see this is what it looks like inside. It's got good inside. But I just don't really like the design of the car. But that's very subjective, so it's really your choice. Then if you compare it to the M12, which is like literally a supercar, I mean, this was meant to look good. And of course it's the first user-created car that ever came into the game, so the cockpit's not going to look very good. Or whatever you call it, the interior is not going to look too good. But it's still acceptable for what it is, which is a supercar. It's not supposed to be a stylized car. I don't know what the Iceborn is supposed to be, but it's definitely succeeding on the interior. It's just, I don't really like the design of the exterior. And if we can look at the customization options, there is no spoilers, which is the same as the M12. But I think you are able to customize everything else. One other thing of note is that the M12 has 2 colours, whilst the Iceborn has 1 colour. But despite all of this, the Iceborn is a pretty good matchup against the M12. So I would say it is worth it to buy, especially because it's going to go away. So yeah, have fun and definitely grind for it. Bye guys!